Good afternoon, Shrikant.
Good afternoon, Anil.
Now
Sorry.
I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah, share your screen. Nice.
And today topic is about journals, and we will see how to create first. First, we need to log into our application. After that, we need to click the consolidation journal card on the home screen. From the from the application, go to journal card. Then click on actions and then select groups to create journal groups from the application. Here is the actions. Click here, you will see the groups. Click on the groups. Then you can create the new groups, or you can see existing groups here. If you want to create, then click on create. Create. Once clicking, go to next page. Give the name as a blue sheet and description as a blue sheet journal, then click on save. From the application, I'm giving the name as a blue sheet. Description as a blue sheet. Blue sheet for journal. After entering these details, you need to click on save. Now the journal group was created. Similarly, create another group with the name as yellow sheet and description as yellow sheet journal, and then click close. Now we will create another group from the application. Create option, click on create. Then you need to give the name as a yellow sheet. Description as a yellow sheet for journals. After entering these details, you need to click on save. Now you can see the another group also. After creating, you need to click on close. This is the process of creating the journal groups from the activity guide. Now click on the home icon and click the manage period card under the application cluster to manage the periods for particular period. From application, click on home page. Here is the application cluster. Click on here, you will see the managing period. Click on manage period card. After going to the manage period, you need to verify that the scenario as actual and year as FY20. Then click on go icon. Here the scenario is actual and year is FY21. My application is from 21, so I selected 21. After selecting, you need to click on go. Then check the actions icon at the end of the fib row and click on open. Now the status of February will now changes to opened, which I already opened. In the under actions, there is a open option. Once you click on the open option, then it changes the status to opened. Otherwise, initially the status was in unopened. This how we can manage the periods this describes. Now from practice 11 to creating a journals from a template. First we need to log into the application. After that, we from the home page click journals, then click the journals tab from navigation. Here is the journals, click on journals. Here is the journal template. Click on journal template card tab. Then click create to create a new template. After that, enter the following details in the detail space. Now here is the create option. To click on create, here is the detail space. We need to enter the following details. Journal for expense, journal for expense, and the description is for as the general template for revenue and expense account. General details for revenue and expense account. Now the journal type is regular and data source is journal input. Here you need to select the type of journal is regular and data source as a journal input, and template type is standard. Journal input and the template type is standard. Now go to activity guide, next page. After selecting to create a journal entry, click create option. Click on create from the application. Here is the create option. You need to click on create. After that, click the gear icon to pick members for the dimensions from the navigation. This is the action, so click on here. You will see the pick member option. Then click on pick member. Then you can select the members combination where the entity is EN05. Expanding under segments under EN01. Here is the EN05. I'm selecting and click on. After go to account. He selected 7,000. Have for intercompany, no intercompany. Here I'm entering for intercompany, no intercompany. For moment, no moment, and for multi-gap, local gap, and product is no product. Go to no moment. Here you need to select a no moment. Here is the no moment member. For multi-gap, we need to select the local gap. For product, no product. After selecting these combinations, you click create to create another row in the journals. Click OK. Then again you need to create. Click on new, create. Now the another row will add it here. In the new row, change the account dimension member to 7010. Now we need to only change the account dimension number. So click here, pick a number, go to account and change the member. Then click on OK. After that, you need to click and save, then close. There is the save option. You need to click here to save the journal template. After clicking save, you need to click on close. Now here you will see the journal for expense 1 is created. Now go into next page. In this, we will see how to create a journal from a template. Now, click the Managing Journal tab and make sure that the following POV was selected from application. Here, click on the Manage Journal. Here the POV which should be selected, scenario is actual and year is FY21 and period is Jan. Here scenario actual and year is FY20. In place I'm selecting as 21 and period is Jan. Then you need to click create from template from application. Here is the option create from template. Click the icon. Then select a template journal for expense and click apply. Now you need to select the template. Here is our template journal for expense one. You need to click on apply. Then the fifth point, enter the following information for yellow sheet. You need to select the group as yellow sheet. Here you need to select the sheet as yellow sheet, and you need to enter the debit and credit amounts. First row you need to enter 2707 under credit 707, and for debit now for second row we need to enter the debit. After entering, you need to click save and close the journal. Here is the save option to save. Click on save. Now the journal was saved, and finally you need to click on the close option to close. Here you will see the journal for expense one is created from the journal. Now go to the next page. Now you can creating and running a journal report. You will see how to create, how to run and create. From click the reports on the home page from application. This is the home page. Here you need to click on the reports card. Once clicking on the report card, then click the journal report tab and then click create from application. Here is the journal report tab. After clicking, we need to click on the create option to create the report. After clicking create from activity guide, select the correct POV selected yellow sheet under group and then click run report. We need to select the correct POV. Now I'm selecting as a group as a yellow sheet. After that, we need to select the POV as scenario is actual and the year is FY21 and is Jan. Then after selecting this, your report will be created. Then review. After selecting, we need to click on the run report. After that, your report will be created. Then review your report. Now we will see. Here is the run report. Click on run report. Now the report was downloaded. You can open. Here is the journal report which is created. The combinations which is a scenario is actual and year and period, which we enter for the entity as EN01. Here this is the description of the journal and the credit and debit values which we given. Here we can review our journal report. Now going to activity guide. Going to next page. This is the process how we can create journals from templates and how we can create templates, and by using journals how to can we run the reports and how to review the reports we will see. Now we will see how to run the consolidation in chapter lesson 12. For that, we need to log into our application on the home page. We need to click on the data card and then select the exchange rates. Click on home page. Here is the data card. Click on the data card. After clicking data card, on the home page, then select the enter exchange rate by single period form. Scroll down here, you will see enter exchange rate by single period. You need to click on the name of the form to open the form. Once it is opened, then make sure the following POV is selected in the form. Like period is Jan and here is FY20 and scenario is actual. Here the period is Jan and in place of 20 I'm selecting 21 and scenario actual. After selecting, we need to click on go option. Now the page is open for these combinations. Once the page is opened from the activity guide, go to next page. Now enter the following information in the form. You need to enter the following information for USD under USD and the exchange rate. You need to enter the one here for USD and exchange rate. Here you need to click on enter one, and for AUD under USD you need to enter 1.30. Here is the USD and here is the AUD. Under here you need to enter 1.30. And for USD and Euro you need to enter as a 0.84. Here is the Euro. You need to enter 0.84. For INR you need to enter 72.60. After entering for AUD also you need to enter as a 0.77 under USD. Here is the AUD. You need to enter the value as 0.77. For AUD under AUD you need to enter 1. Here is the you need to enter 1. For Euro you need to enter for Euro you need to enter as 0.65. And for Euro you need to enter under USD 1.19. For INR, I entered as 72 and 55.89. 55.89, and for Euro 1.19 and 1.55 under AUD. Here is the UR under you need to enter as 0.92.09. For INR, you need to enter under Euro 1.55 under AUD, 1.55 under AUD. After that, under Euro to Euro, you need to enter 1. Here, Euro to Euro, you need to enter as a 1. Then for INR, 86.36. Here is the INR as 86.36. And for INR, you need to enter as 0.04 under USD. Here is the INR as a 0 and 0.14. After that, you need to enter under 0.01 of AUD. Here is the AUD. Here you need to enter as a 0.018. After under Euro, you need to enter as 0.012. Here is 0.012. And then under INR, you need to enter 1. Scroll to the last. Here INR I am given as a 1. And enter the same data for average rate. After entering, you will see the data will look like here. Now I will enter same data details for average rate also. Now just now we enter for end rates. So you need to enter 1.30 under Euro 0.84 and here 0.65. 1 and it is 0.77. For the INR also we need to do same. It is 1.19 and for average rate it is also 1.19. Also 0.04. Here is the 0.04. Okay. Now enter, and after entering you need to click on save and close the form. Here is the save icon. Now just click on the save to save the data which we enter in the particular form. Once clicking on, you need to close the form. After that, now we will see how to enter the ownership percentage and how to recompute it. First, we need to log into the application, then go to the overview card in the application cluster on the home page. Then go to the dimension tab. Now go to application, form was saving. Now go to home page. Click on application cluster. There is a overview card. Click on overview card. Overview card. After clicking, then go to the dimension tab. Here is the dimension tab. Click on dimension tab. After that, click the entity. Then expand the CA entity. Here is the entity dimension. Scroll. Here you will see the entity dimension. Click on the name of the entity dimension. Then expand CE. Here is the CE. You need to expand. After expanding, now scroll to the right and then set LE01, enter company entities to ICP entity S. Then after changing, you need to click save and then cancel to close the page. And go to application, scroll to right side. Here you will see the entity, intercompany entity. Here you need to select the ICP entity as S for EN01, for LE01 and 2 and 3 for I selected here. After that, you need to click on save. Then click on cancel to close the page. After that, then click the overview tab and then click refresh database under actions. Now we will here is the actions. Click on refresh database. After that, go to navigation activity guide. Now click on create. After clicking create, you need to click refresh database. After you need to select refresh. Finally, you need to click on the finish option. Now go to application. Here is the create option. After that, you need to click on refresh database. Then you need to click on refresh. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. After completion, you need to click on finish option and then you need to close. Now go to activity guide. After finish, we need to close all opening windows. Then after closing, we need to click the consolidation tab. Over there, here is the consolidation tab. Click on here. Now go to activity guide. Going to next page. We'll see here. Now make sure the pivot is set to entity, total geography, and scenario as actual, and year is FY20 and period is Jan. Now go to application. Here is the entity as a total geography, scenario is actual, and the year is 21 and the period is Jan. After selecting those combinations, entity LE01, you need to enter the ownership percentage 100 and the consolidation method as holding. Go to application. Here I need to for EN01, for LE01 I need to enter as a 100, and here I need to select as a holding. For LE02 you need to legal entity, for you need to select as a 80 and consolidation method is subsidiary. For same for legal entity 3 you need to select as 60 and method is a subsidiary one. Going to application, here is the legal entity 2 which is 80 and the consolidation method is subsidiary. And for legal entity 3 you need to enter 60 and after that you need to select the method for subsidiary. After entering, then click save changes. Here is the save changes. You need to click on save changes. Then the status will show the meta. You need to recompute the ownership because the metadata has been changed. After that, click on actions and then click recompute ownership. From application, here under actions, you will see recompute ownership data. Click on recompute ownership data. Click recompute button. Here is the recompute. You need to click on recompute. Now the recompute status will display. Now it status was completed successfully. Then click on OK. Going to application navigation. Then click the consolidation process tab. From application, click on consolidation process tab. Then now click the consolidation block. Here is the consolidation block. Click on consolidation block. After clicking, opening to next page. Then click configurable consolidation. Under consolidation block, here is the configurable consolidation. Click here. Then the page will open. Go to activity guide. Now select all the rules checkbox presented and click on deploy. You might have to click on icon if the deploy button is not visible. Then go to application. We need to select these all, or you can select here to select all. Once you are selecting, you need to click on deploy. Go to activity guide. Deployed rules icon will turn into green. Then close. We are deploying these rules to calculate equity in the next exercise when the consolidation process will be executed. These are the rules. Now completed successfully. The rules was deployed and these icons are turned into blue. as in the activity guide. Now click on close and go to activity guide, the next page. Now we will see how to run the consolidation. First we need to log into the application, then click on the data card on the home page. Click on home page, click on data card and go into activity. Now expand the consolidation form or data form folder, then open the data entry form. After opening the form, you need to click the data source dimension on the form and select data input dimension. Go into application. You need to expand data form folder. Here is the data entry form. Click on data entry form. For here, you need to select the data source as a data input. And then click on OK. Then you need to click Go option. Now enter the following details in the forms. For common stock, you need to enter 30,000 under legal entity 1, under legal entity 2 20, and legal entity 3 for 10. Now we will enter. Here is the legal entity 1, 30,000, and here 20,000, and for 3 I enter as a 10,000. Going to activity guide. Under 4,000 you need to enter the same details as we entered for the common stock also. 20,000, 30,000 and 10,000. No, I'm removing this. After entering, go into activity guide, next page. Then click on save to save the data. Here is the save icon to click on save. Now the data has been saved. Click on OK. Go to activity guide. After saving, now change the period from Jan to Feb and click on Go. We need to change and enter the following details under in the data in the cells. Under period, you need to select as a Feb. To selecting, you need to click on OK, then click on Go option. Now the form has been changed. We need to enter the details. For 7,000 and 4,000, we need to enter these values in the form. Here is the 15,000 and 10,000 for 2, and then finally it is for 3. After entering, we need to click on the save. Here is the save option. Click on save. Now the form has been saved successfully. Go to activity guide. Now click the action drop down and select business rules. Then select the consolidation rule. Now going to form, and I'm selecting the period from Jan. And then click on OK and click on Go. Now under actions, you need to select business rule. Under that, you need to select consolidation. On the launch page, you need to enter these details as entity as a total geography, and the scenario as actual, and year is FY20, and period is Jan. And for entity, total geography, and click on OK. Period Jan, and scenario is actual, and year is 21. Going to next phase of activity guide. Then click on launch. Here is the launch icon. After clicking, it was processing. Now the business tool time has been exceeded and you need to open the job console to see the page. From click on the navigation. Here under application, there is a job card. Click on job card. Now the consolidation is in progress. So you need to click on refresh. Now the consolidation was run successfully. It shows the green tick mark. Can go to application. If the consolidation shows an error, then you need to follow these steps. Like you need to recompute the ownership. Mine was successful, so I'm leaving those steps and repeat the same steps for the period of fib and do the same consolidation. Now going to the application. Open the form and you need to change the period from Jan to Feb. Click on OK. Then click on Go. Now go under Actions. We need to select a business rule and click on Consolidate. Now we need to select here the period is Feb. Under Q1 there is a Feb. Select Feb and click on OK and click on Launch. Go into activity guide. Once the consolidation is done, now open the consolidation data form or data form in the data card. After opening the form, enter the following details for POV. For period as Jan and data source is total data source. Going to application. Now the rule was run successful, then close it. We need to open the consolidation data forms. Expand data form folder. Here is the consolidation data entry form. Click on the name of the icon to open the form. After opening, then enter the following details in the POV as period as Jan and as the data source total data source. Here I'm selecting as a period as Jan. Click on OK, and the data source is the total data source. Click on OK and go to activity guide. Then you need to click the go icon. You will now see the consolidation data on the form. Click on go. And now you can see the consolidation data under common stock which we have entered, and it is consolidated for the members. Now going to the next phase. To verify the data has been accurately calculated, you can see the data of the account retained earnings. And the common stock is for 30,000. Here is the common 30,000. You need to check manually by seeing the activity guide where the return earnings. Here you will see the return earnings and the return earnings. Here is the total balance sheet approach balances. You need to check. And similarly for Jan and for similarly in the Feb month. I'm going to application. This is for Jan month. You need to select the period for Feb and you can check. Click on go. Click on go. Now here is the data. For common stock we enter 30,000 and 20 here for and legal entity 3 is 10. You can check the data comparing to this. Now going to the next slide. Yes. And then next lesson is about managing jobs and migrating and auditing data. We will see now. First, creating and scheduling a data import job. Now click on the application cluster and select overview. Go into application. Here is click on the home page. Here is the application cluster. Click on application cluster. Click on overview card from activity guide. Click the actions drop down and then select inbox and outbox explorer. Here is the actions. Here is the inbox outbox explorer. Then go to the activity guide. Next page. Then click on upload and browse the file. You need to upload it. Then click on upload and then finally OK and close. Here is the upload option. Click on upload and choose the file. Click the file and click on open. Then click on upload file. It already exists, so it shows an error. I'm uploading another one. Choosing file. Click on open, then upload file. Now once the file is uploaded, then it shows file uploaded completed successfully. Then click on OK. This is the process how to upload the file to inbox and outbox explorer. If there is any existing file, then it throws an error. Then click on OK and then close the explorer. After closing, you need then go to actions drop down and again click on the import data from application. You need to close. Under actions, click on import data. Go to activity guide. Then click on create. For location, select inbox. In the source file column, give the file name as import the file name which you given uploaded. You give the name. Once you need to click on create. You need to select the location as inbox, and you need to enter the name of the source file. I will check the file name. Translation rates I want to enter, so I'm giving the name as a translation rates. .csv file. I'm going to activity guide. After entering the name, you need to click save as job. Here is the save as job option. Click on save as job. After clicking, you need to view the name. As in the activity guide, you will give the name as import job for EN01 and the error file name as import error file. Entering as a import file for EN01 and the error file name is import error file. Then click on save and close all the opening dialog boxes. Here is the save option. Click on save. The job has been saved successfully. Then click on OK and close all the tabs which has opened. Click on close. After that, go to the next page of activity guide. Now click the jobs tab. Under select you need the schedule jobs from application. Here is the jobs card. Click on jobs card. Here is the schedule jobs card tab. Click on here. After that, on the schedule jobs page, first select import data, then give a name to the job as job name is a data import for EN0105. Here import data, and you need to give the name as data imported for EN0105. EN0 underscore 05. Data import for after giving the name, you need to select the recurrence pattern as weekly or daily or on the days of week as a Monday. Now I'm going to application. Here you need after that you need to select the Monday days of the week. Then for scheduling starts from enter today's date time. Now here is the scheduling starts from. You need to enter the time here to the date and the time. You can click on the calendar to select the date, and you need to now the time is 5:27 times I'm giving us 5:21 p.m. Click on OK. Now the time is added. Then click next. Then check the jobs that you have saved and click the next option. Here you need to select the time zone. Also, here I'm selecting our Indian time zone. Say Kolkata. Here is the Indian time zone, Calcutta. After entering time zone, you need to click on next. Here you will see the job details, job names and everything. Then select the job that you have saved and then click next. This is our job name. Import file for EN01 and then click on next. Now under review, you will see the uh, name of the scheduled job, and the job type is about importing data, um, and the time and every details. Then you need to go to activity guide and see. After reviewing them, you need to click on the finish. Once you need to click on finish, your job will be available in the job section. Going to application, then click on finish. Once clicking on finish, you will see here under job section pending jobs, which we created now. It was displays here. This is the process how we can create the jobs and schedule the jobs. Now we will see how to select the tasks for auditing. Now log into the EPM and then click the audit card in the tools cluster from the home page. Now go to application, click on home page, click on tools. Here is the audit card, click on audit card. Go to activity guide. After clicking on audit, you need to click on configure. Under configure, you need to uncheck for data forms and approvals and clear cell details. Now go to application. This is the audit card information and click on configure. Here you need to uncheck for data forms and for approvals and for clear cell details. After that, you need to click on apply. Then now click on apply. This is how we can configure the audit. And now the next practice will show how to export and delete audit data. Now after log into the application, click the audit card in the tools cluster, then click the filter icon on the audit page. Under filter, you need to give the details on the following details. Now go to the application. This is the audit information page. Here is the filter. You need to click on filter. You need to enter the details as in activity guide. Task group is all and actions as all. Task group is all and actions is also all. You can and start date 1 week before the today's date, and date is today's date, and then click on apply. You need to select and end date. After selecting, then click on apply. We're going to activity guide, going to the next page. Now you will see now you will able to see the audit data. Now click the actions, then click on export. This is the audit data. Under actions, there is the export option. Click on export. Now the file will be downloaded here. This is the process how we can export the audit file. And finally click on OK. And if you want to delete, then click actions once again, and to click delete to delete the audit data, then you need to click on the data. Same in the filter, and you need to click the data delete option. Here is the actions. Click on delete. Here you need to select the starting date, which March you want to delete. Then click on delete. Total number of records was 579 was deleted. Then click on OK. Now the audit information was deleted from my application. This is how we can delete then audit data for selected filter will be deleted as in the following screenshot as you can see now. After that we need to export artifacts and data to a snapshots. Now select the migration under the tools cluster. After selecting, you will see the application components in the form of data categories. You need to select all the categories. Going to application, from the navigation, under tools cluster there is the migration card. Click on migration card. After clicking, here is the categories. You need to select all the categories. After selecting, to activity guide. Now then click on export. Give the name as application export. Then click on OK. Here is the export option. Click on export and give the name as application export. Then click on OK. Now the migration exporting was source in the report. Now it was processing. Go to activity guide. You can see the status of your exporting. After that, you click on refresh to see the progress. Once the export is completed, then the exported screenshot will be available in the snapshot selection. Go to application. The status was, it takes 5 to 10 minutes. Here is the refresh. You can click on the refresh to see the progress. Now the export was completed successfully. Then you need to click on close. Under snapshot, we will see the name here is the application export, which is exported now. Go to activity guide. Now you can click actions of your snapshot and then click download to save the snapshot on your mission. Go to application and here under here actions, click on here, and here is the download option. Click on download. It downloads for your local mission. Go to application, activity guide. This is how we can download the snapshots to our mission on our mission. Now we will import the data from a snapshot. Click on overview application cluster. Under overview page actions, you need to remove the application. Click on S. Go to the application. From navigation, overview card. Under actions, you need to click on the remove application. Here you need to click on S. Now the application was removing. To remove the application, it takes 5 to 10 minutes. And now the application was removed successfully. Now go to activity guide for next phase. Now you have to log into our application. Then after logging, you need to click on the migrate option. Now login using credentials, username and password. And click on go. Once login successful, then you need to click on migrate option. Then go to activity guide. Now go to this snapshot tab and then click the actions and then click import. Here is the snapshot tab. Click on here, and under that, click on actions and then click on import. Here is the actions. Under here, you need to click on import. Then click on OK. Now the migration status will suppose, and it imports our application. Go to activity guide. Once your import, the screenshot process will begin. Then it takes around 10 minutes to complete. Once the import is finished, then sign out from the application and then sign in again. We need to wait for 10 minutes to finish the migration process. And this is the process. Once it is done successful and it turns into green tick mark and it shows as a completed. And finally, you need to, after that, you need to close the application and sign in again. And we will in the now today we will discuss topics about the how to create the journals and how to enter the exchange rates and how to migrate and how to delete and export the audit data. And that's it, Shrikant, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Anil.
Okay.